best parts about this recipe is that each cookie is only 55 calories. You can have this entire batch. Welcome back to the Anabolic Hub, where we make anabolic deliciousness. We're back inside a kitchen today doing an inspiration recipe, grabbing a lot of that said inspiration from Zach, Flexible Diet and Lifestyle. If you haven't tried them yet, his 44 calorie chocolate chip cookies are amazing. I used that to help me with a lot of the ratios for today, went through a few tests, found something that works, and they are the most delicious, high protein, anabolic birthday cake cookies you will ever try. They're super simple to make, they're super quick to bake, and they are going to be ideal for any weight loss plan, any main gaining plan, and definitely any shredding plan. So with no further ado, let's get things started by having a look at the ingredients. Here we go. Vanilla-based casein protein powder, all-purpose flour, almond flour, coconut flour, swerve, granular. The one ingredient to rule them all, salt, baking powder, birthday cake or cake batter extract, 1 whole egg, sugar-free syrup, 2% low-fat Greek yogurt, rainbow sprinkles. This is another one of those magical recipes where we're mixing together some dry ingredients, we're mixing together some wet ingredients, and we're combining the two for some anabolic deliciousness. So let's get things started here by mixing together our dry ingredients first. First dry ingredient is going to be 50 grams of the vanilla-based casein protein powder. Yes, you guessed it, casein protein powder, not whey. Do not use whey. If you do, the cookies will come out dry. They will taste like a sponge. You will be very unhappy. Casein only, casein only, casein only. 50 grams. Next dry ingredient is going to be the first of our 3 different flours we're going to be using today, starting with 15 grams of the all-purpose flour. Then 5 grams of the almond flour. And for flours, the last but certainly not least, 10 grams of coconut flour. Then it's 5 grams of swerve granular, 2 grams of baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. And 1 gram of that one ingredient to rule them all, salt. Then we'll give that a quick sift, not just a mix, a sift, to make sure we get all of the dry ingredients evenly distributed amongst the flour, especially that baking powder that we're going to want to make these bake up. Absolutely perfect on our quick bake time. Next, we're gonna add in our wet ingredients. We're gonna put everything into the same bowl. With this recipe, you don't need to do it separate. Everything comes together very nice. I think it's because it's limited wet ingredients, but nonetheless, I've done it both ways. It works both ways, but we all like simple, so let's do simple. Wet ingredients going into the same mixing bowl. We're gonna start off with our 2% low-fat Greek yogurt. Almost said non-fat, but it's low-fat because, like I said, it's 2%. We're going to use our negative scale measuring system and put in 50 grams of the 2% low-fat Greek yogurt. So I just wanted to break in real quick here to remind you to smash the like button, consider subscribing if you're not subscribed, and why don't you tell me in the comment section, do you prefer birthday cake or cookies? Cookies or birthday cake? Type it out. Drop an emoji, let me know you made it watching this far. All right, back to the video. Well, that was a battle, but we got 50 grams of the 2% low-fat Greek yogurt done. Now that I've cleaned off the scale and gathered myself, time for the second wet ingredient, which is going to be 30 grams of our sugar-free syrup. Then we're gonna crack 1 whole egg and put it right in. Yes, we wanna keep that yolk. You can use egg whites, but to be honest, the cookies, they don't hold together all that well if you just use egg whites. They don't taste as good if you just use egg whites. 1 whole egg, a little bit of fat in the egg. It's not gonna kill you. In fact, it's some healthy fats, so why not get them in here? 1 egg, cracking it, going in. I guess you could say it's a large egg if you want to measure it. I saw medium eggs at the grocery store today. I didn't know hens laid medium eggs, but I guess there is large eggs, medium eggs. How about you guys? Have you guys ever seen egg sizes where you buy your groceries? Just curious. Comment down below. Anyway, here we go. 1 egg. And our last wet ingredient is going to be 2 grams of our cake batter extract. You can use vanilla extract if that's all you have. You can omit it completely if you don't want to use it. I find that with the cake batter extract, it makes these more birthday cakey, flavory, if you will. So I highly recommend. You can get this on Amazon. It's not that expensive if you're gonna make this. If you're gonna maybe make my edible cake batter recipe that I did, highly recommend you get this stuff. It's delicious. It feels like you're having cake. So why not have it? There's little to no calories in this, so you might as well use it. Anyway, I digress. 2 grams going in here. And after you have all your wet ingredients and with your dry ingredients, all you gotta do is mix it up. And you're gonna start mixing and you're gonna think, this is way too dry, it's not gonna come together, but all you have to do is mix until you think you've mixed enough, and then mix some more, and we'll start to come together into this sort of dough ball once you've done the appropriate mixing time. And this is going to make it much easier to form the cookies onto our baking sheet, which we are going to do now. And here we are over by the cookie sheet. We have our dough. We have a little bit of water that we're gonna put on our fingertips so that it doesn't get too stuck to the fingers, because we like to get a little bit dirty but not too dirty when we're making cookies. So we're gonna dip our fingers in the water and then we're gonna form out 8 cookies evenly sized. We'll see if we have to do any redistribution as we go along. Hopefully I can guesstimate correctly, although it very rarely happens, but you never know. There's a first time for everything. So let's get these set up here so we can bake them and taste them. And that's what you're looking at, about a golf ball sized dough ball. We need to smush these down so they look a little bit more like cookies. So what we're gonna do is take 2 fingers, dip it into the water, and we're gonna smush. And as you smush, you shape. They should all be the same thickness so that they bake evenly once we put them in the oven. One more thing to put on top, you guessed it, those rainbow sprinkles are gonna go on before we bake, and then it's in the oven they go. 16 grams of sprinkles spread across 8 cookies, nice and even. We're gonna try and make them look pretty. We got a thumbnail to take. We are now ready to bake these cookies in our oven that we have preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. We're gonna bake them for exactly 4 minutes, not a second less, not a second more. We're gonna take them out, let them set for 15 minutes, and then it's over to the taste test coffee table. And after exactly 4 minutes, the cookies are out of the oven. They're gonna set for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna give these a try. And we're back to taste test another delicious, anabolic, high protein recipe. You're gonna love these cookies. They are so good, so delicious. The only way you could not like them is if you do not like cookies and you do not like birthday cake. In fact, let me give you a close-up of the final product. Let's have a look before we dig in here. Here's a close-up of our delicious high-protein birthday cake cookies. As you can see, they look delicious, and as you're about to find out in a second, even though I already know, they taste delicious. I'll give you a close-up look of one of them. I'm afraid if I tip this any further, they're all gonna slide off on the floor and then I'm gonna have to cry. So, close-up look. Let's grab the one in the middle and look at that delicious, beautiful birthday cake protein cookie up nice and close. Oh,
So good.
This is not a crunchy cookie. Let me be upfront and tell you that now. A lot of people get to the end of recipes and they think it's gonna be a crunchy cookie. It's not. Very hard to do a crunchy anabolic cookie. I've never seen one that tasted great. You can try making one with whey. It'll be dry enough for sure, but it's gonna be like eating beach sand, and who wants to do that? This is a soft batch type of cookie here. After you let them set for 15 minutes after they come out of the oven, you get a nice, perfect texture of a soft baked cookie. Here we go, let's try them. They're already awesome, but I'm gonna eat anyway, just so I can tell you as I'm eating. Oh, delicious. Absolutely delicious. You taste the birthday cake flavor right away. The cake batter extract combined with the sprinkles, combined with the casein protein powder, vanilla-iness, just adds a whole different type of flavor to this that is just unbelievable. Now you can get your cake and your cookie and eat it too. Unbelievable. Unbelievable what we've accomplished here. And just like that, one of them gone. One of the best parts about this recipe is that each cookie is only 55 calories. You can have this entire batch as a larger snack, or have it for 2 snacks throughout the day, or meal prep it for a low-calorie snack in your meal plan. Such a versatile recipe here. You can outright eat all of them if you have space, calories for a larger snack. Now, to quote the famous, "You're only watching TV if you're watching me," if you make these exactly how I did, use all the same ingredients, what you're gonna get is 480 calories with 46 grams of protein, 42 grams of carbs, 16 grams of fat, and 7 grams of fiber. Unbelievable macros for 8 total cookies that are gonna be completely satisfying. You're not gonna need any other sweets for the day if you have these. It's gonna knock out that craving. It's gonna keep you on track because it's lower calorie. One more shout out to Zach. Awesome recipe. If you haven't tried his 44 calorie chocolate chip cookie recipe, you have to go check that one out too. I'll link it in the description box below. That one is fantastic as well. As far as this one goes, it is 100% on the money. However, I want you guys to try it and I want you to comment down below how it came out. Let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were you expecting something different? Give me some feedback. Curious what your thoughts are. Personally, I think you're gonna love them. But it's getting to be about that time. I gotta get up out of here, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye.